And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had a great
I'm saying both teams play good and efficient. Did nobody really do nothing.
With a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Better defense.
Well, Charles, when you think about this defense, this week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now.
That's what I felt that right there.
A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first
I know I seen that a while ago. My kicking thing is gone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0.
Well, that's what they team does,
So
I
they
guess.
get pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got to run it who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage...
That's who I'm going with. I got 2 of them with 95 speed.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Let's try it like this, sir.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Pick it in.
Now it's hauled in.
What are y'all doing? What are you over there doing?
Coming up, they got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually trend.
And down Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck.
No, them games is fun. No, them games is fun to look at just because you do have a chance.
Be able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind
up.
No,
it is fun. Like, he just seen that pressure on me. Like, to see a nigga that pressure on you and you got a bang, nigga.
No one was.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
So you hear that nigga?
It sails out of bounds.
When I said I was going to play, he said, that nigga said it's time to let me go roll up. No, I'm talking about I didn't say I was rooting against him. Listen, if I was rooting against everybody, they would already have it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just fun to watch.
But nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into
I didn't say it,
doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary.
Yeah, I'm saying it's fun to watch because they have chances of
right now to right out of the playoff race, if things go in the wrong direction for them.
There's no slop cats over there. Like, I built these teams, you know they right.
Set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. Obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week, because we know their division tells the wild card spots up for grabs. So
me and you.
Those teams, no doubt they'll be all in.
Told you.
Leap it, he will make the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Baby, you break that tackle every day, bro.
He's brought down at the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bro, they cheated. I ain't about to use no timeout, so we'll take the field, bro. We need to practice on the defense anyway. Look at that.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
We knew.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left.
Fuck this game.
Everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
I made a decision to throw that pitch at the end.
And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Almost cost me. That's crazy they did that,
it's
bro.
now 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our game?
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Take it in.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Let's get that.
Come
on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Leap it. He will make the catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 21-0.
Football, man. I ain't about to risk it. When that ball leave my hands, whatever
now
man.
It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
He ain't darting that up.
Returning it, Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I don't know why we couldn't play like
New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I give you this one.
Looking to throw.
Oh, wait.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
How do you know?
On the catch, it's Crowder.
How do they know, bro? They know where I'm at, bro. The double team, they know where I'm at.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
See that boy Collins.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on
every play, like every outlet,
when he clicked off
these dudes got one step ahead.
11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
There go Big Peter. Matter of fact.
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This shit crazy, bro. That route is automatic up there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The quick slant caught.
Touchdown!
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
That's my area.
Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
I like that.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Bro, I have to pick up this myself, bro.
They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
I forgot.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. That's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second and 9 now. Forced out to his left. And he'll go
Come on,
baby,
get over
taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
Pass interference, baby, on him, man. That's on him.
A big call coming on third down.
Right.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Pick up the block.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Collins, man, honorable mention, man. Come on.
And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the grab by Croft. Shedding the tackle.
Are we going to tackle?
Him some room. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Well, look, what is going on, bro?
A big play there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get the inside.
They'll set up a throw.
Please hit
It's
it.
complete to Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Folk's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Take it at about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
Really containing by
But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Bro,
they'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I didn't know what to do. They just got knocked out of the fire.
His 23rd touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Come on.
That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple, and that's where we are right now. To see who can make their last run.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Fuck this
and it's intercepted.
I knew at some point they was going to do that animation. Like, just straight patty cake. I think that's that
we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a
bounce off my damn team doing that stupid ass innovation.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Good.
Oh, he put it on the
Get that ball.
And the Buccaneers have it. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
This is what Brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Room to run past midfield.
I'm sure.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good.
I wonder why Larry King didn't say I broke the NFL record. 2000.
Only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Johnson now returning. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
All right, y'all, let's get this fucking.
New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Come on, Sue.
They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sorry.
Here's the Jets punter
straight
now.
up and back.
No,
sir.
Ever. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout.
Bro, this is a stupid fucking game.
Picked off by Will Parks.
Some of them damn passes like that.
Here just shy of the 30. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They'll look to throw here. This one caught by Davis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
So
It'll wind up just a 35-yard
I don't even know why I put that
and that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, go.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They're looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A throw left side to start the drive.
Get harder than that,
and they're able to get this one.
Come on, bro. You can lay me down here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route.
Amazing.
And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're going in with that little oddity shit.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point bumping good by Folk as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front.
Damn, get off me.
You probably got some people from the wide receivers who want to catch passes, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Damn, got me off fire too.
Big hold to the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 169 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
Woo! So I should have held it a little long. Okay.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
You ain't stopping me?
On first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to you, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
What is that?
Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Fulk connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good position there downfield to break that one up. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there.
Here's
Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Connects with Cole again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ditch, bro.
2nd and 5.
And a penalty.
Running back, and he's got it complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man. All the way down at the 3.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point ball been good by Fulton. And the lead's down to 24. Fulton now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Kick it back to the pitcher.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
Score! Score!
The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And the grab and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover. And it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.